Hey, everybody, and welcome to
It's a Good Thing.
Hey, this is our first episode, and we're really glad that you're venturing forth to take a look at It's a Good Thing with us. And we hope you think it's a good thing. Yeah, welcome.
We're going to be doing this as a family video podcast weekly, and we hope that you'll join us and be interested in the same things we're interested in talking about weekly.
Yeah, there's not many families. I couldn't find a single family that was doing this, period. So
thought we'd give it a shot.
Let's just give it a shot. People ask you, why are you doing it? I said, because we can. So, it's a good thing.
Caitlin couldn't be with us tonight, but she's here in spirit. So.
Yeah. There's another member of this family who's at college in Bartlesville and is stacked up with work. So she can't join us. She'll meet her later. So we're the Connor family, and we are glad that you're here with us. Thank you. We're going to have three portions to this episode today. Blah, blah, blah.
It's all right.
It's really good, right?
Yeah,
it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
We're going to have three segments. The first one is trending topics. And we took a look at what was trending on Twitter today and saw that Donald Trump was asking people to send in questions to him on Twitter, and he would be taking some of them and answering them. So we thought we'd ask some questions, Donald. We don't have any answers, but what would you ask the Donald?
Wow. Well, there's many things that I would ask him, but one that comes to mind is when they were having the debates, and Carly was saying that if she becomes president, her very first day, she's going to do this, she's going to do that. She had it all laid out as to who she was going to call and what needed to be done first. And I haven't heard Donald really saying what he's going to do his first day, so that would be my question.
No,
Donald,
he was very specific.
What are you going to do?
No. He was very specific. When he was asked, for example, about the fence, building a fence at the border, he was asked how he would do it, and he was super, super clear.
You know what he said?
I know a guy. I'll make a call. Hey,
So he's still going to know that guy. In the
I know a guy. I'll make a call.
Okay.
So you want more specific?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know.
Well, we don't know if Donald will be an awesome president, but we do know that he's currently a very successful businessman.
Yes.
One thing I'd like to ask Donald about is the businesses that he currently runs. I'm not familiar with what those businesses are, so if he could tell me a couple things. What are the businesses that Trump is involved with, the company, and what are the subsidiary companies that he runs? Also, I'd be interested to see the family tree of those businesses. It starts with him and it spreads out to the board of executives and down. And I'd be curious to see who runs these giant companies and who are they.
That'd give us some insight.
Yeah.
His whole leadership style and stuff. But yeah, that'd be interesting. I'd be interested in knowing that. Of course, it's not about directly involved in politics, but
yeah. But it's just it's who I am. I'm interested in the business part, and if I had a question to ask,
what would you ask?
Well, he's running because he's a businessman, and he keeps saying he's going to do all these things
solve
because
problems.
He's done that as a businessman.
And our economy stinks, and you need somebody in here who can make it work.
He's using that as his running.
Okay. Fair.
Whatever it is.
Jesse, what would you ask the Donald?
Well, I'm not as quite as deep and heartfelt as you guys, but when I look at him, I just can't get over the comb over. What's that comb over going on? And if he has like a stylist or something that goes with it,
his hair's trying to get over.
How much did he pay that person, and who?
He knows a guy.
He knows a guy.
Or it could be a girl.
He knows a girl.
I just think that's fascinating and a little strange. So
You'd ask him about his comb over.
I would ask him, like, why?
Yeah.
You notice he always has to wear a hat outside.
Yeah,
it's windy.
Maybe hello. Okay.
So you know what? I will tell you. I don't even really have a question for the Donald. He's entertaining. Which is a hoot. And when you've got all these people up there, like at a debate, and a lot of them just get lost. He's always entertaining.
Yeah.
But what I really like about him, I would probably just say, hey, thanks for declaring war on political correctness, because I am up to here with political correctness. Everybody being offended. Nobody can say anything. Hey, grow up, put your pants on, and let's move on. not everybody has to be offended by everything, and he's.
Would you quit hanging out without your pants?
He is
I think
declaring
he meant big
war
pants.
against nuclear. He's declaring war against nuclear. Against political correctness.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm digging it. So, you know, wherever this goes, it's entertaining. And let's have somebody just talk for a while and quit tiptoeing around every little thing.
Well, I think he is getting people talking, which is...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's getting people talking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm good. Let's see where this all goes. We're ready for a second segment?
The next segment is entertainment. We're going to be talking about a movie that's been... just debuted this weekend, which is the sequel in the Maze Runner series called Maze Runner: The Scorch Trials. And Dad and I had the chance to see it, and Mom and Jesse haven't seen it yet. I know Jesse was looking forward to seeing it. Yeah. And so we're going to share a couple things about that movie. I thought going into it that the first Maze Runner had some holes. There was just some things for me that just didn't make sense in the plot. So I wasn't going into Maze Runner Round 2 with any kind of high expectations for the plot. But I was going in expecting some cool post-apocalyptic scenes, some sci-fi adventure inside of this taking place in the future, and some good action, just some solid action.
Did you get it?
I got it. I got all three. I got to see some pretty incredible desert escapes, some absolutely ginormous cities turned to dust, and I see our characters go through them. I saw the main antagonist, Wicked, having all kinds of sci-fi gear. You kind of saw some of the armored soldiers look like some Halo video game guys.
Yeah, they look like Halo. Yeah,
and,
that's right.
And some of the scientific experimentation and things were very futuristic, and that was really cool. And action from cover to cover. I think that you go into that movie, and some of the best ways, the best tips I could give you for how to enjoy it would be see the first movie so you know what's going on, because it's a sequel. It does not stand alone. You're going to need to know what's going on.
Yeah, I would agree. I think you could go see it, but if you have a chance to see the sequel, it'll make a lot more sense. The characters, their relationships, it'll make a lot more sense.
Yeah,
definitely.
And then go into the movie expecting it to be what it is, which is a sci-fi action thriller, and I think you'll be satisfied.
Great.
You haven't seen it yet, but you want to see it. Why do you want to see it?
I really wanted to see it because I was really interested in the actors' faces and
their hairstyles.
You think they look pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's easy on the eyes, and it's nice to just be able to see another exciting, I forgot the word, series. Yeah, it's another exciting series on what's going on, and to see what's kind of in tune with the culture right now and how I think about it and things like that.
Deep thoughts, in tune with the culture.
Funny how they're running from zombies, but there seems to be no shortage of
yes, we haven't
hair
talked about that. There was no shortage of hair product in the Maze Runner. The first, I mean, it didn't matter what trial they went through. Their hair was just so nice. I mean, it's like Indiana Jones never loses his hat, and they never lose their lip. So, if I had to say, I got what you were saying, James, and that's what I wanted. But what blew my mind was I was sitting there in the theater ready for that, and it was getting started, and it turned into a zombie movie. I was like, oh.
You expected action. You didn't expect horror thriller.
Horror thriller. I did not. Did you know it was going to be a zombie movie?
No.
I didn't have any idea. Well, I knew it made sense because there's this big virus that gets everybody, and they're trying to find a cure. But
so, did the virus get to the land and the people, or did it get to the people that destroyed the land?
We don't know yet. That's part of the story. See, that's
actually
what I
something
wanted.
You were looking for.
That's what I wanted. I wanted more of the story. I got the action James was talking about, and they definitely did a good job of special effects. They definitely did a good job of creating this movie. It was top quality. However, I did not get enough story. It was 2 hours and 9 minutes long. And I get this little character step with one person, and a little character step, and then a couple new characters, and I don't know where they came from. And I I don't know what's happening in the third movie. I just know there's going to be one.
Yeah,
I don't know where it's going.
It eventually bred a scenario where a character could enter and exit through a death, and I would not be emotionally involved either way. Whether they were in or out, I didn't really care.
Well,
in the first one, we saw a brotherhood of people trapped inside the maze, inside the glen, and if anyone died in that tribe, it was devastating to the people on screen and off.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get that feeling.
It's to me, it's character development. They did not develop the characters enough. Now, I look back on it and I go, well, look, if you were actually living in what they're going through, you would be so in shock and so numb that you'd probably just be crying most of the time. I mean, it's just numbing. So I could see that
their numbing
acting kind of fit, but the price to pay is I wasn't emotionally involved.
Right. So how many stars would you give the movie?
I give it 3 out of 5. I enjoy. I'm glad I saw it, but I don't want to go pay money to see it again until it comes out on DVD. I'd be happy to see it again on DVD.
I thought it stayed up to par with its current genre, but it didn't exceed any expectations for me, and so it doesn't get above a 3 out of 5 for me either.
Okay. Well, let's wait for the DVD, and there's some new movies coming out we'll have to take a look at.
Absolutely.
Well, this segment of the episode of It's a Good Thing is our chance to tip our hat at the sponsor of the show, and we are really proud to introduce to you a brand new breakthrough item that's available for young parents. And you know, we're a family. We're all into family. We're into family development. We care.
Believe it or not, we actually were young parents.
We were at one time.
Yes.
I used to have hair, but. So this episode of It's a Good Thing is brought to you by Crib Dribbler.
Crib Dribbler.
Yes.
Now, the Crib Dribbler is an exciting product. If you were not quite ready for a child and you're used to hamsters, the Crib Dribbler is the perfect product for you.
Yes.
Because you can transition from hamster care to child care
just like that.
Just like that.
Instant.
It's really a great thing.
I wanted a hamster and I got a baby. What should I do, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got a crib at your baby shower. The first thing you do is you screw a major bolt inside your crib to hold your Crib Dribbler. See there? And then
There it is.
you help your child develop to the point where they can suck on this thing, like turn their head like this and suck on it. And
How did they do that again? Okay.
Okay, like that.
All right.
Now, what's really great about this, and they make it clear right here. What is this? What are they talking about right here, James? It says
They say it's perfect for energy drinks, water and juice, stew, and cocoa.
Hot cocoa or energy
my
drinks
goodness.
is definitely on the menu.
Energy drinks? Yeah, right.
But the one thing, as crazy as that sounds, what you have to understand is right here it says part of a healthy upbringing.
Yes,
right.
Because that's how you do feed children. You just put them in the crib and give them whatever.
A crib dribbler.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, a crib dribbler. You would dare not just hold the child and love them and feed them with a bottle.
Well, you see, it's very specific on why this method is better for babies. Because as you can see on the
look
back,
at the backside. Yeah, hold that up.
Absolutely. Jay. As you can see on the back, you can see there's a synopsis with all kinds of strategies and reasons of why this is important. We have something here on the back that says, every baby wants to be left alone.
That's why they're screaming and crying.
Yeah.
You see, they're young, they're young developing minds.
They don't get enough alone time.
Yeah, they're young developing minds while constantly processing skills like balance, vision, coordination, speech. They're better served in a quiet,
It's all right there.
environment.
Scientific evidence must be included.
Wow.
Well, you can get a coupon for your energy drink. That's another thing. So, it's really one of the heartwarming things about this is a lot of time young parents, they're making an adjustment because their schedules get all whack. I mean, their sleep is all whack. They need rest and stuff like that. So one of the neat things, if you get the Crib Dribbler, is you can get the Weekender feeder bottle.
Wow.
And that'll give you time to catch up on your rest.
You know what? Go to a dinner and a movie, plus stay at that cute bed and breakfast you've always wanted to. You've always been dreaming
The
of.
weekender
Just
accessory.
fill it up and let her go.
You know,
Yeah.
it has you covered with enormous 100 ounces.
No
So-
food necessary.
I looked and I found out that on Amazon. I figure, well, let's look at the Crib Dribbler because they say check out our other exciting Kindex products. So I wanted to find out more about the company that's sponsoring us today, and so I looked up on Amazon Kindex. I found the Crib Dribbler. There it was, and it's only $6.45. And if you spend $35, you get free shipping and handling. So that's really cool. I mean, what's great is at a baby shower, you can take care of people's stress
For $6.95.
for $6.45.
Oh, $6.40.
You know what?
That's a
And
great
you can
deal.
save $4 with the coupon on the back for
wow.
your infant energy drink.
Now, you know how Amazon has the frequently bought together at the bottom, and it makes a suggestion that you can get a discounted price if you buy these two things together. Well, the frequently bought together is a neat little storybook. And now you think, well, if the kid's just sitting there sucking on this thing, he doesn't need. Who's going to read him a storybook? You're out having a nice dinner at a bed and breakfast,
Just
right?
have the baby
Let's
read
stick it in.
himself.
Let's stick it in
turn
audio.
on the audio version because the kid needs to hear the audio version because you're not going to be there to read it to him.
No,
Right.
we'll be out
So-
partying and
So
doing
let's
the-
turn it. Let's
bed and
try to
breakfast
get it going.
and all
So
that.
here's a hard one.
All the kids from daycare are in dreamland. The froggy has made his last leap. Hell no, you can't go to the bathroom. You know where you can go? To sleep.
What? Oh, no.
That is the frequently bought together item for the Crib Dribbler. The go the F to sleep. So, can you imagine? You have just gone to a baby shower, brand new parents are expecting, and you give them the Crib Dribbler and the go the F to sleep one. It's a perfect combination.
Hey, it's narrated by the legendary Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh.
And you really can't go wrong, guys. The New Yorker said, "Nothing has driven home a certain truth about my generation, which is approaching the apex of its childbearing years, quite like this."
All right. Whatever that meant. So,
Okay.
what we want to make sure you guys understand is that the Crib Dribbler is available on Amazon. And this is no joke. These things are real. They're sold. The thing is, though, if you look at the Crib Dribbler company, it's called, and it says it's called the Prank Pack. And it's actually an empty box that comes folded. You put together, and you can put the real baby gift in there. Okay, and just for fun, blow their mind. You are the weirdest people. Your brains are fried. I thought your kids were good until I saw how you raised them.
The Crib Dribbler.
The Crib Dribbler. It's a
It
secret to
raised
our
us.
family success.
That's the
Yes.
reason we are who
That's
we are today.
true. That's
It's
true.
a-
What made us what we are. Because it's been around since 1972, it says. So,
Okay, what would a kid that was raised on Crib Dribbler probably act like if it was real? So if they wanted something, they go up to something and go,
Or they just walk around with their head just permanently affixed. Just- Where are you guys? I can't see it.
chiropractors would have a challenge. Thanks for joining us for this episode of It's a Good Thing.
yes,
Izzy's in the back thinking she needs to get involved. We'll introduce you to Izzy one of these days.
that's right.
Hey, and for Caitlin, who couldn't be here, we're looking forward to having her with us next time. And for each of us in the Connor clan, it's,
It's
a
a good thing. Bye.
Bye. Izzy, no.
No.